Hello everybody, today I want to talk to you about Cotyledon, an African succulent and a beautiful one. The one you're looking at now is still beautiful but has been growing with not enough light, and when there is not enough light the leaves are getting smaller and the stem is getting taller, and then you see a very long plant. Don't think you lost it after the winter. What you can do, and always look, you can see here two side shoots. I cut it here. And you can see the new two side shoots. Of course the plant needs light. It should be put a little more straight in its pot. I'm going to keep it outside. If you want to plant this, it's still a little bit big, and what I'm going to do is cut it again. You can make cuttings from these. But that will take quite some time. This cutting, the top that was about here, you should let it dry for about, let's say, a week, 10 days. I cut it straight. And after that you plant it again, just towards the two leaves. This plant can be saved. If you had kept your plant like this with a lot of light during the winter, you might have had this. It's much lower, and during the winter period, at least in our country, when the plant is big enough, it starts to produce its flower. And it's a beautiful flower. It comes in colors from yellow to almost red, orange, combinations of that. And a special interesting part of this plant, and I can show that here, is you can see the pollen. I put it on my finger. That's the male part. Of course there is also a female part. You see the pollen has lost its color, and now you might put it, and that's below the male part, is the female part. And if you put it on there, it might even produce seeds. It's a very interesting group. All originate from South Africa. I want to show you the smallest in the family. Cotyledon repens has dark brown flowers, and about the biggest one in this family is this one. This is a shy flower, it needs to be really mature, but then you get an idea of this group. Wonderful patio plant, and it is long living, and when it gets too big, simply make cuttings.
All right. So one more question. There's a really big difference between the small plant, yes, which has the flowers, and the big plant, and that's just because of the amount of light it gets during the winter.
Yes, and there's a lot of variation. If you compare the two leaves, it's the same plant as this one, but with a different leaf structure. It
so
comes in a lot of varieties.
All right, so it's actually a different variety of the same family.
Yes.
All right.